I know this cake has always been on your to bake list, and if not, then it's the time to put it there right away. We are making the richest, darkest plum cake with the indulgent dry fruits. If you are staying at Kolkata or ever had the chance to taste Kolkata's oldest renowned cake shop Nahum Special Plum Cake, then you know it's a nostalgia for us. And I can guarantee you this recipe will surely give you that same flavor. It is not always possible to go there and buy that plum cake, but yes, if you can make it at your home, then what else can be the best in this Christmas? The video is going to be a little long, but trust me, you will get lots of tips which is worth the time, so watch it till the end. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, over the fields we go, laughing all the way, ha ha ha. Bells on bobtail ring, will making spirit bright. What fun it is to ride and sing sleighing song tonight! Yay! Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh! Yay! Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh! Friends, Christmas is knocking at the door. Hello and welcome back to our channel. After my dry fruit soaking video, I have received so many messages from you that you all like the part 1 of making plum cake. I am so overwhelmed. Thank you so much, friends. Without further ado, let's get into the process of making most delicious, decadent, rich, dark, super moist, our favorite plum cake. Oh, my mouth becomes so watery. Let's first prepare the blackjack or dark caramel. All you need to make blackjack is a heavy bottom pan. Put 6 tablespoons of granulated white sugar. Spread it as evenly as you can. Now let's heat the pan on medium flame. You can see sugar starts to brown. Use a spatula or wooden ladle to give it a good stir. Keep the flame between low to medium. Sugar has melted into a smooth liquid and start to bubble and froth. See, sugar changes its color from amber to dark brown. At this stage, switch off the heat and add 4 tablespoons of water, a little at a time. If you want your caramel more bitter, deeper and darker, then cook for a few more minutes and then add water. You all can think after seeing this color that cake might taste bitter. It definitely tastes bitter in its own, but when added to plum cake batter in the right proportion, it lends a beautiful full of flavor cake. Yes, there will be a hint of bitterness, but that will be well balanced by the sweetness of the dry fruits mixture. As you can see, it's quite runny at this moment, but it's going to be thicken up as it cools down. Now take a large bowl, add 250 grams of salted room temperature butter. Onto this, I am adding 250 grams of powdered brown sugar. You can also use granulated brown sugar as it takes long time to dissolve. That's why I am using powdered brown sugar. Beat till butter and sugar mixed well and color looks pale. Now I am adding 4 eggs, one at a time. Make sure sugar completely dissolves. That's why we added 1 egg at a time. Let's check our blackjack. It gets thicker as it cools. Now I'm adding 3 tablespoons of it in the butter sugar mixture and beat it until everything mixes well. See, the buttercream mixture becomes so fluffy. Here I have some nuts, almonds, cashews and walnuts. Let's roughly chop it. Adding 1 tablespoon of sifted flour. Roll the nuts in the flour. This will prevent the nuts from sinking to the bottom of the cake. Here I have 1½ cup of sifted refined flour, from which I have taken 1 tablespoon of it to coat the nuts. Now again I am taking out another tablespoon of flour. Instead I am adding 2 tablespoons of sifted cocoa powder. Mix everything. To this I am adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg powder and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Mix everything well. Now add sifted flour in parts onto the buttercream mixture. Gently mix it using cut and fold method. I will mix only until I don't see any large flour pockets in the batter. Putting dry ingredients together in batches helps to ensure that each batch of dry mix is incorporated properly without overmixing the batter. So my batter is ready. Now it's time to add our dry fruits that we have soaked for 1 month. Shake it before going to use. There are no specific ratio of flour and dry fruits. You can use according to your taste. If you add more dry fruits, it will be more rich and expense will also high. First I am going to add 1 cup. Adding another 1 cup. Generally in 300 grams of flour, I prefer to use 500 grams of dry fruits. It's time to add our nuts that we have coated with flour. Vanilla essence. As you can see, my cake batter is overflowing. That's why I'm transferring half into a separate mixing bowl. Now I'm going to add orange juice, half into this, half into that. Here I have 1 whole orange juice. I have preheated my oven to 160 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes. So my plum cake batter is ready. Now let's quickly prepare our cake tin. Apply some oil or butter using a brush and line with parchment paper on the sides as well as at the base. To prevent my plum cake from getting burned, I am lining my cake tin with double layer of parchment paper at the base. Now I'll be transferring my cake batter into this 8-inch circular cake tin. You can see how dense and heavy this cake is, as this is going to take incredibly long time to cook, around 2.5 hours. Filling to add some more soaked dry fruits. Decorate with some nuts. And it is ready for the oven. Cover the side and top of the cake tin with aluminium foil or parchment paper to protect the cake from getting dark on sides and top, and we don't want the outside to bake too much and inside to be too gooey, as this is going to take incredibly long time to cook. Our cake is baked and oof, the smell is killing me literally. I just want to eat it right now. But I have to wait till it cools down completely, and it will take 2 hours to cool down and settle down. Then demold and remove the butter paper. You can check with skewer to ensure it cooks evenly or not. You can enjoy this as it is, but if you are making this advance like 1 or 2 weeks before the Christmas, then you need to store it for long time, and for that you need to feed the cake every 3 to 4 days with alcohol of your choice. Now you just need to poke quite few holes all the way to bottom as well. The reason we put holes in it so we can feed the cake with alcohol, and if you don't want to use alcohol you can use orange juice, but remember, if you are using fresh orange juice then it will not stay for longer time. Now I am showing you how to flame the Christmas cake. Take 2 tablespoons of rum in a spatula and heat it over a candle and pour it over the cake once it flames. This gives the cake lovely dark color, but be careful. After feeding with alcohol, to store this cake, first wrap the cake with cling wrap and then with aluminium foil, and every 3 to 4 days feed the cake with alcohol. Friends, give this recipe a try and enjoy with your friends and family, or can surprise them with your own baked plum cake. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and also share with your friends and family. And if you forget to subscribe our channel, do it right now, and also follow us on Instagram. Merry Christmas friends! Hope you all will enjoy your Christmas with home baked plum cake. Enjoy!